Da na 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 na. It's just one of those days, you know? Repping the paper company that we all know and love. Hey guys, today I am coming to you with a Shop My Stash Get Ready With Me. It is going to be for this look here. Today I am dipping into the Juvia's Place Mini Magic Palette. Guys, this color story I'm obsessed with. Juvia's Place has an amazing eyeshadow formula. They have such unique color stories for each of their palettes. I feel like I have not been giving enough love to this palette, so today we're gonna see what we can do with it. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below. I would love to have you here. I mean, I'm not gonna make you subscribe, but you know, it would make me happy, so. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, I didn't have my mic on. We're gonna start that whole thing over again. I already have my eyebrows and my eyeshadow base on. As I said before, my mic wasn't on. Based on the color story that is the Juvia's Place, the Magic Mini Palette, which I think it's a beautiful color story. I think we're gonna be going with something using these shades today. I kind of want to challenge myself to use this palette in a different way than I normally would. I have set a base on both my lids using the Kessie shade. It's just like a cream shade, and now I'm going in with the light brown shade Nana and the Jeffree Star Morphe X JS9 fluffy crease brush. Mouthful. Okay, I'm gonna take that Nana shade and just kind of haphazardly brush that in my crease and kind of creating a V shape pulling out into my temples. Now I'm going to be going in with the shade Kogi, I believe that's how you pronounce it. It's like a pinky, peachy, beautiful shade. Also, this Juvia's Place palette, it says on the back, the magic palette was inspired by the moon and the sun goddesses of the wilds. The beautiful fusion of cool and warm tones, vibrantly infused with 16 ultra pressed pigments, perfect for day and nighttime looks. Juvia's Place is a Black-owned makeup brand. They are known for their really uniquely curated, colorful eyeshadow palettes that are just stunning. I just wanted to mention that for anyone that didn't know. I'm going to be going in with my Sonia Kashuk blending crease brush. This is one of, if not my favorite brush to use. You can get it at Target. I think they still carry it. I'm not sure. Again, we're just going in with this beautiful pinky tangerine color, getting fancy with my tone description here. And I'm going to build that in the crease and not bring that quite as far out as I did that brown shade. I feel like I tend to always create this kind of angled out V shape with my shadows. That's just personally how I like my eyes to look. I don't think they do as well with like rounded shadow styles, but that's just me. I love that shade. I think it's so pretty. And it's like, to me, most matte pinks, they're either too dark or too light, and this is like such a good in-betweeny shade. I also find that this shade builds really nicely. Like, to me, sometimes shades are almost like too pigmented and you can't get that nice buildup, and it's just like immediately like pow in your face. What is going on right here? My eye keeps skipping shadow and I don't appreciate it. All right, I'm just gonna real quickly go back in with that Nana shade, that brown color, just to help blow this out even more. Now I'm gonna go in with one of my 2 favorite shades from this palette. I'm actually using 2 of my favorite shades from this palette on my eyes today. It is this dark shade at the bottom here called e.l.f. I'm butchering that and I apologize. But this to me in the pan almost looks like a deep navy, but when you swatch it, it's the shade right here, it is this deep, rich indigo purple. And if I were to have an eyeshadow palette myself that like I designed, oh, you best believe a shade like that would be in there. I'm obsessed with this eyeshadow shade. Depending on how you use it, it can turn more purple, it could turn more blue. I am going to go in with that on my very outer crease and outer V shape. And I'm going to use this brush that I always use that has no name and no information on it. It is just like a slightly flat, packed crease brush. But again, I don't know where this came from. It was just there one day. This I'm going to be very careful with picking up. I'm gonna really take my time to build this and blend that into that pink shade. So obsessed with the shade. So I know a lot of people right now on YouTube are doing like all black owned tutorials, like all black makeup owned tutorials to help kind of bring awareness to everything that has been going on with the murder of George Floyd. And now I'm filming this on June 12th, Sunday, June 12th. It might be the 13th, one of the two. And 2 nights ago, a 27-year-old black man named Rashad Brooks was shot and killed in a Wendy's parking lot. If you don't know anything about that, I'll link some news stories below. Shortly after that, their police chief stepped down, and the police officer who shot him was fired, and the other officer, because there were 2 officers there, the other officer was put on administrative work, like probation. I don't know the technical terminology. Also, real quick, I'm gonna go back in with that pink shade and buff out the edge of this deep shade before I keep going. I just really want this like feathered out and blown out. There was also a young man named Robert Fuller who was found hanging from a tree in Palmdale, California. Yeah, in Palmdale, California, in front of the city hall, and the police have decided that that was a suicide. However, people are arguing with that, saying that it's too significant of a location, and there's just too many coincidences. I haven't educated myself enough on that story to know all the details. I guess me saying all this stuff, I'm just trying to say, like, things are really scary right now. It's a really, really dark time. Personally, I think that I don't necessarily agree with our government and who is in positions in our government right now, without getting into it too much. I just basically encourage everyone to do their best to stay educated on what's going on, do their best to stay safe. Remember that there is still a freaking pandemic going on, and just really take care of yourselves, and stay informed and stay alert. We're gonna move on back to fun makeup stuff now. Okay. I don't want to do any more of the deep. See, it looks so purple now, but if you do it with other blue shades, it looks so like deep, rich blue. Love it. Real quick, again, I'm just gonna go back in with that pink shade and blend out the edges one more time to really make everything nice and soft and pretty. I'm feeling this hard right now. I'm so obsessed with this. Oh my god. Yes. Okay. Breathe. I'm probably gonna go in and fiddle with that some more after I put my glitter shimmer down. What's this? Who knows? Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my absolute favorite shade from this goddamn palette, and it's called Faso, and it is this purple, like, duochrome-y. I don't think it's actually duochrome. I don't know. To me, it looks like a duochrome. I'm gonna pack that all over my lid. I'm also gonna wet my brush before I pick up the shade, just because I think the shade really does a lot better with a dampened brush. Bitch. Like, you see this, right? Like, I actually think when I bought this palette, this was the shade that was like, caught my eye and was like, you have to have this palette. Okay, I'm gonna pick some up with my finger too and just tap that over. Oh my god, it's so pretty. Oh my god. Look at that. Bitch. Bitch. This is all I ever wanted in an eyeshadow. Now, real quickly, I'm just gonna pick up a combination of that matte pink shade and that deep purple indigo shade and run that to blend the shimmer into the crease. Just real quick, like, nothing crazy. Now I'm just gonna pick up a little bit of that Oh Sun shade. It is like a shimmery metallic pink, very light pink, and I'm gonna pop that on my inner corner. Oh my god, okay. I went too hard. I got excited. I got too excited, people. Well, no, I didn't. That looks good. Okay, I'm gonna go clean up under my eyes, pop some liner on, and I will be right back. Okay, liner's on. I took a little bit of that light shade that I used at the beginning to just lighten my brow bone slightly. And now we're gonna do the rest of the face before I do my under eyes. So I'm just gonna go in with my Becca what the fuck is this? My Becca Anti-Fatigue Under Eye Primer and pop some of that under my eyes really quickly. And then I'm just gonna take some of my LA Girl Luminous Glow Skin Illuminator in the shade Afterglow. I'm just gonna take a really tiny bit of that on my hand. And I am going to use my finger to blend that into like these areas of my face. My hoe hoops are getting in the way. Now that it is like basically summer here in Nashville, I really haven't been wearing foundation. It just feels really like heavy on my face. Instead, I have been just going in with my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer Satin Finish in the shade Medium Peach for under my eyes, and then the Colourpop No Filter Concealer in the shade Light 18. This used to be like the only concealer I would use, and then I don't know, I tried this and they're kind of like, they're at a head-to-head right now on my face. Is that weird? Who knows? So I'll take that e.l.f. concealer and I will just put it here and here on either side of my under eyes. And I'm gonna let that sit for a minute. And then I will take my No Filter concealer. I just feel like this has a little bit more coverage if I'm gonna cover up like my blemishes and stuff, like this lovely situation on my chin. Hormonal acne, gotta love it. And I'm gonna take my Real Techniques, what is that? It's the orange sponge. I need to get a new one, but that's all I got. There's no other. And I'm gonna use that to blend under my eyes. Again, my hoe hoops, just, what if I just did this while I'm, can I do that? Is that weird? We're gonna do it anyway. And you know what? I'm just gonna use my sponge to blend everything out today. I was gonna go in with a brush for my face, but screw it. This is my video and I can do whatever I want. I really need to get the, sorry, I forgot. I'm doing this side of my face now, so. I really want to pick up the Glossier Skin Tint again. I had it last summer and I love it for the summertime because I have freckles and I like having my freckles show, but there's, my skin isn't perfect, so I use that in concealer usually in the summer and it's great, but I haven't picked it up yet. Now going in with my tried and true e.l.f. under eye setting powder stuff. I don't know, I've been using this for literally years. I can't tell you how many of these I've bought. And I'm using my Real Techniques setting brush. I have multiple of these brushes. These brushes are amazing. And I'm just gonna use that to set under my eyes to keep it from creasing, cause you got a creasy bitch over here. I'm a greasy bitch. I'm a greasy bitch. Only true Post Malone fans will know what I'm doing.
I'm a fancy bitch. I'm a fancy bitch. What?
Real quick, I'm just gonna take some of my Airspun loose powder and my Real Techniques sponge, and I'm just barely gonna bake under my eyes, like, just barely. I'm just gonna go in with my e.l.f. Sheer Tint finishing powder in Fair Light. This bitch is hit pan. Why do I keep calling everything a bitch? Who do I think I am? And I'm just gonna use that to set just like certain spots on my face very lightly. And I'm also gonna use that to dust away the bake that we did for literally 2 seconds. I think it's more like a mental security thing than it actually doing anything on my face. Now I feel like I use a lot of e.l.f. lately, but you know, it's the e.l.f. bronzer. There's like actually, I don't know if the sticker fell off or what, it's Forever Sunkissed. I don't know. I kind of use it as like a contour bronzer half and half situation, and again I'm using my Sonia Kashuk contour brush. I love Sonia Kashuk brushes. I feel like enough people don't give them the credit that they deserve. Nothing crazy, just a little bit. Now I'm gonna go in with my BH Cosmetics Vanilla Peach Truffle 4-color blush palette. What shade do I want to use? I think I'm gonna use this kind of lighter pink shade. I don't want anything like super crazy. And that's a lot of fucking blush. Okay, I'm just gonna use the brush to blend some of that in because I think I went a little overboard. Now I'm still gonna do this. Okay, so I went through my highlight collection and I was like, I used the same 3 highlights. I need to mix it up. And I pulled out my Milani Strobelight highlight in number 03 Sunglow. And it's kind of like a muted, Like it's not like a in-your-face gold, but it is kind of goldy. So we're just gonna pick some of that up and highlight her face. Let's take some of that on the inner corner too, why not? For me, I always feel like that's just like a cohesiveness thing. Whether it actually does anything or not. In my brain, it does. Okay, real quick, let's do the lower lash line. I'm gonna start by going in with that deep indigo e.l.f. shade that I know I'm butchering the name of, but... And I'm just gonna use a flat, like, packing brush. It got my eye. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna bring that all the way in. Now going in with this, it's like a flat, slightly fluffy brush again. No, why do none of my brushes have any information on them? And I'm gonna go back in with that corally pinky Kogi shade, Kogi. And I'm gonna use that to buff out that indigo shade underneath my lash line. Not like super far down, just a little bit. Real quick for lips, I'm gonna use my KKW Beauty lip liner in Nude 1.5. This is like the only lip liner I ever want to use ever. And to try and use some other shades that I'm not normally using, I'm gonna go in with my Too Faced Sweet Maple lipstick. I don't even know if they carry these lipsticks anymore, but I used to really be into this. I forgot, this is just like a really nice creamy formula, really buildable. I hope they still carry this, because this is actually like a good thing from Too Faced. I feel like a lot of Too Faced stuff is hit or miss. I'm just gonna set my face real quick and put on my mascara afterwards. That's just how I like to do it. Okay, and here we have the finished look. I'm kind of obsessed with how this turned out. Love me some Juvia's Place mini magic palette. Highly recommend. I got this at Ulta a while back. I believe that they are still available at Ulta. I'm not sure if it's all Ultas, but also you can just go to their website. I will link all of the products I use down below, some petitions you can sign. I will also leave a link down below to make sure that you are registered to vote. I think I'm gonna be putting that below all of my videos for a little bit here, because to me it's really important. Register to vote. Do it. I hope everyone is staying safe and sane out there. And yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye. Why am I? Oh! Can you not? Sonia Kashuk blending. I can never find this brush and it's always right in front of me. Huh?